Tiger Talk is being brought to you by Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon with Alicia Watson, Candy Mink, and myself, Katie Carty. It's time for Tiger Talk, heard before each Salem Tiger basketball game with Stan Stevens and Coach Jared Patterson. Now for Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens and Coach Jared Patterson. Coach, the Salem Tigers went down to Waynesville, really controlled the first half of that game against the Waynesville Tigers, a very low-scoring first half. Came out of a 19-14 lead, but the second half was something different. Waynesville came out, changed their approach, got very, very aggressive, forced some turnovers, but they were very aggressive in the paint. They were taking the ball to the hole. They were able to hit the three ball. I mean, when everything starts falling like that, Coach, it's going to be a tough game for you.
Yes, Waynesville, a very talented, very skilled team. And we held them in check in the first half and kind of controlled the pace of play. And then, like we talked about before, we got to take care of the basketball, and then we do turn it over. Waynesville's very good at converting and scoring off of those mistakes. So second half, we turned it over a few too many times, and Waynesville capitalized on it. And just kind of set the tone for that second half.
I know we talked in Tiger Talk about controlling the board game, and it looked like we were going to do that right off the bat, and then Gavin Sapal got 2 fouls and had to kind of check out. That kind of hurt the momentum, but also kind of hurt your strategy for that game, didn't it?
Yeah, Gavin's just such a strong player for us inside. He's an undersized post, but, man, he plays 6'4", 6'5", and so when he came out, it kind of did hurt us a little bit, but we got size off the bench that should have stepped up, but it just didn't happen. We knew coming into this game they were way more athletic than us and way more skill, and we had to control that ball, and we just couldn't take care of it well enough.
When you play a team like that, Coach, and we kind of talked about it before we came on the air, they approached the game a little bit different, and we were talking about it because it was so different to me to see guys go up and not try and bring a rebound down. They were trying to deflect it back to another player. Now, you see it sometimes, but they were doing it on a regular basis, trying to kick it back out to their guards, and they would stay in the offensive zone sometimes for about 45 to 55 seconds with 2 or 3 rebounds by doing that. And, Coach, I just had never seen that on a consistent basis.
Yeah, it was definitely a different strategy. They just so athletic in every spot. They just get their hands on the basketball, maybe tip it or get it out of our hands, just try to get it to another athlete. And they did a pretty good job of crashing those boards. And then they hit those outside shots. Cody Black, he got hot in that second half and hit some big threes for him.
Boy, he definitely did, and he ended up with 21 points. And then the Shelton boy, who was, I have to say, their quarterback out there, though it seemed like how Waynesville went was how he went, and he really picked up his game in that second half and finished up with 23 points, but he had 17 of those in the second half, Coach. He was a fine player for them, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a different type of player. He can get to the rim, has really good handles, and really good footwork for kind of 6'2", 6'3" guard, and he was getting to the paint whenever he wanted, and then they had the shooter, Cody Black, in the corner, and then they had the athletes just crashing the glass, and it was a tough matchup for us. We couldn't keep it in check, but it's a good learning experience for us, non-conference, non-district game, so just makes us better in the long run.
Well, tonight you take another very athletic team, and we've already played this one. This is the St. James Tigers, and we played to a 3-point loss in that Sullivan tournament, a game that it could have gone either way. And it was a back and forth game throughout the entire contest, Coach. And we know what St. James has. We know how fast they are. We know how aggressive they can be. So, I mean, this is not going to be any surprise to anybody. This should be a dandy ball game.
Yes, it should be an exciting one. It's our home opener, so the kids are ready. They're ready to go, excited. It's going to be a packed house. This is a team we're very familiar with. We see them a lot throughout the years, and we came up short against them last time. We did only have 10 turnovers, so we did take care of the ball, just didn't make shots, and then St. James shot lights out when we played them last time. So we're hoping to control the pace of play, a lot of the same things that we saw against Waynesville. Very fast, very athletic, got to get back in transition and control that pace of play.
Yeah, Tate Groover had all those threes, finished with 23 points for St. James, and he got on fire in that second half, kind of like what Waynesville did against us the other night. And boy, and then he hit that one just backbreaker at halftime when he threw a bullet at the basket, and somehow it found its way through. Yeah, and those are just, when you see somebody do that, I mean, it's just bone crushing, isn't it?
Yeah, that one, it was just shot after shot, just went in for them. I had them over 50% from three, and 70-80% of those were really contested shots. So they just hit them. It was their night. That's why we feel like coming at home, we're feeling pretty confident about ourselves. If we can take care of the ball, play great defense, we have a good shot at it.
When you play a team like St. James, and now you're going to go play them again so quickly, I don't know if it's more of an advantage. You're still early in the season, but it's good to see what they can do, and then you can kind of adapt your strategy to that. Can't you, Coach?
Yeah, the St. James team we're very familiar with, so we've seen them play. They have a lot of guys that have started 2 or 3 years, and then the coach's sons are point guards. So they are a very familiar team, but very athletic, very well coached. They play hard. Their strategy is to make it an ugly game, to turn you over, to speed you up and make mistakes. And so we got to keep our poise and use our home crowd to our advantage and take care of business tonight.
You mentioned it last time we did Tiger Talk about them, how good their transition game is, Coach, and we did see that a few times during that contest, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. They jumped out to a big start. I think it was 12-4 before you could blink last game we played them, and so, that just makes a big difference in a game like this. Every point matters, every possession matters, so we got to come out ready to go right off the bat.
In that contest, though, in that second quarter, if I recall, it seemed like nobody could miss. I mean, both teams were lighting it up, and when you have a quarter like that, and then you're still within 3 or 4 points throughout the entire game, it's back and forth, don't you?
Yes. The way they play, it's a gamble defense. They're trying to get steals and mistakes, and there's advantages if you take care of it and are patient and get good quality shots. We can score on them. We had our best offensive game against them last time, just came up short on the defensive end.
And if I recall, in the fourth quarter, we actually controlled the pace of that fourth quarter, even though I think they went into it with a 9-point lead. We cut it down to 3. We kept getting close and close and close and close, just couldn't get it tied up, Coach.
Yeah, they did a good job of making free throws down the stretch. I really thought we, executed the game plan in that fourth quarter, try to extend the game out and get some free throws and pressure them. And, they knocked down the free throws, so kudos to them. But tonight will be a real fun one.
All right, Coach. Well, the very best tonight against the St. James Tigers at the Salem High School gym. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Stay tuned. Tiger basketball. It is next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Jared Patterson, brought to you as a courtesy of Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger basketball is next.
From our yard into your home. At Can Oak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Can Oak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town & Country Insurance, City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Can Oak Lumber, Salem Truss Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flying W Boutique, Four Rivers, American Family Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more, Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, The Hot Spot Tanning and Tuxedos, and Discount Bins. And now get ready for Salem Tiger basketball, right here on KSMO Media.
And we welcome you to Salem High School Gymnasium. It's the home opener. St. James and Salem will match up again. They did just last Wednesday, and it was St. James coming out with a 3-point win. Got Caden Mooney with me again tonight. Caden, good to have you back.
Thanks, Dan.
And here tonight, the Tigers of Blue will take on the Tigers of Red. The Tigers of Blue will be in their white home jerseys with their navy blue numbers and lettering, and of course the St. James Tigers will be in all red with the white numbers and trim on the side, the hip, and into the armpit. I want to thank our friends at Flying W Boutique and Look Glass Salon. They bring you our Tiger Talk after every game. Alicia, Candy, Katie at 101 West 4th Street, downtown Salem, doing a tremendous job. And again, they bring you our Tiger Talk. And our United Country Salem Realty friends at Babette Wells, the broker owner down there, bringing you our intro to Salem Tiger basketball. Please call Babette or any of your staff, 573-729-3148, or stop by 605 South Main Street. Also want to remind you that at the bottom of our screen, for those on the video, special thanks to Ozark Overhead Door. Zane and his crew do a tremendous job of keeping your garage doors in tip-top shape. You saw the garage door pull over the time right there. And if you have a need for installation, brand new door, or preventive maintenance, get in touch with them, 314-243-9341. Let's take a 90-second break for the national anthem. We'll come right back. It's Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and ThinkTime make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
And welcome back, High School Gym, and we're watching us on KSMO Radio, I should say KSMO Media. That's KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream, Facebook, KSMO YouTube, and also listening on KSMO AM 1340 and FM 95.7. Mention our scorebook. It's at the bottom of our screen, brought to you by Ozark Overhead Door. Don't forget our instant replays are brought to you by Hubs Tire Center. They've been doing that now for all the football and basketball. We really do appreciate them. And, of course, they're right across the street from the radio station at 801 South Main Street for all your tire needs, of course, state inspections, auto repairs, and so much more. Get in touch with them. They'll be more than happy to help you out, Hubs Tire Center. Our tip-off in tonight's starting lineup will be brought to you by your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader agent. Willie can assist you with your home, your auto, your health, life business, all that life insurance and stuff. Oh, yeah, it's all out there. Let him be assistance to you, including umbrella insurance or renter's insurance. Just like Willie lives in the area and promises you to be your professional agent. 573-729-4941, 1414 West City Grooves Boulevard, right here in Salem. Speaking of starters, let's hear our Salem Tiger starters right now.
Braden Gaps, senior.
Devin Sapal, senior.
Lincoln Thomas, senior.
Brian Haldo, junior.
Eli Wofford, sophomore.
Starters for St. James tonight will be J.V. Muir. He'll be at center. Also, you got Aiden Boone at guard. Tate Groover, who really lit Salem up over at Sullivan. He had 23 points. He'll be a guard. You got Nick Lisa and Isaac Smith. Smith is their third guard. They need a three-guard set for St. James. The Salem Tigers coming in with a 3-2 record. Well, I want to tell you, last night our Lady Tigers won it 54-23. They're 2-1 on the season as they beat Plato. And our JV goes to 3-0 with an 11-8 win over Plato last night. Our Lady Tigers will be at Sullivan for the People's Bank Holiday Classic, and they'll be taking on the St. Francis Borgia Lady Knights Tuesday at 5:30, and that will be in Sullivan. And then they're in Pool A, so they'll play again on Thursday at 5:30 against the Steelville Lady Cardinals. So good luck to Coach Woody and our Lady Tigers in the People's Bank Holiday Classic in Sullivan. What's different about St. James, Caden? Because they are quick.
They play really fast, Stan. They're very, very fast, Stan. You know, they have Tate Gruber. You know, he lights it up. You know, scoring 23 points against them last game they played them.
Yep.
So it'll be a good, exciting game. They're gonna run the floor, and Salem's got to do a job of stopping them.
St. James gets the ball off the tip and win the hands of Mr. Gruber, as Mr. Moody was talking about. And Smith gets it in underneath. They give it down to Muir. Muir down low to Boone. Boone trying to get over top of Thomas. Could not. Back beyond three is Smith for it. He's got it. Isaac Smith with the three. Isaac didn't shoot a lot last game. He did set up a lot of guys, but he didn't shoot a lot. Did have some free throws down the stretch, though. Gaps going against Boone. Gets it down low to Sapaw. Sapaw off the glass too hard. Brought down and controlled underneath by Smith, and back come the other way. The Red Tigers of St. James. Smith all the way to the paint, now backs it out. Goes between the circles. Countered there by Thomas. Trying to drive in, kicks it outside. The three effort there missed by Lisa, brought down by Thomas, and back come the Salem Tigers. Lincoln at the middle of the floor. Moves to his left, still beyond the three-point line, guarded there by Smith. Trying to get inside, can't. Goes to Gaps for the three-pointer off the front of the rim. No good. Brought down by Wofford. He puts it back up and in, and we're tied. Well, I should say three-pointer for Smith, so we're not tied. 3-2, St. James on top. Here's Muir with it. Up to Smith. Smith trying to drive all the way down. Does lay it up really nicely to Nick Gleason, who's just back off an injury last week. And he lays it home. 5-2, St. James. Gaps guarded by Boone, gets it into the offensive zone. Racing up and down the floor, we go back and forth. Here's Thomas on top to Hallinar. Ryan getting the start tonight again after getting a start with Waynesville on Tuesday. Gaps backs it out from Boone. Right in front of the St. James bench, gives it off to Elijah Wofford, who's trying to dance his way in. He can't, gets cut off. Good job there by Gleason to force him to give that ball up. Gives it to Gaps, down to Thomas, back to Gaps beyond the three-point line. Gaps trying to drive in to the paint. Now stops, takes the 7-footer. It's not going to go. Tipped up in the air and brought down and controlled by Groover. Groover the other way over to Gleason. And the pass goes underneath. And it's a turnover. First of the night by St. James. Pass went awry and Salem let it go out of bounds. Token pressure in the forecourt as Boone will watch Gaps come up. Man-to-man coverage right now by St. James. They'll switch off, but right now it's man-to-man. Here comes Thomas over to Sapaw, top of the key, left side pass to Gaps out beyond the three-point line. Gaps now backs it out, giving it off to Wofford. Wofford giving it to Thomas out right above that three-point line. Now out in the Tiger insignia at center court. Lincoln starts his drive in, now stops, wants to try and go in, takes the three instead, and he missed it. Brought down by Wofford. Wofford gets fouled there after bringing down the rebound, his second of the night. Foul underneath called on Groover. It'll be the first foul of the game. Not a shooting foul. Thomas gets it out to Wofford. So he goes out high. Guarded there by Gleason. Wofford holding Gleason at bay. Gives it back to Gaps. Between the circles, now backs up just a tick. Now looking in the corner, Thomas gets it there. Lincoln on the baseline, goes by Boone, but stepped out of bounds. He'll turn the ball over. Lincoln was dancing that back line over so close. Sometimes you lose sight of it, don't you?
Yeah, you just gotta. It's hard. It's very hard, especially when you get guarded that close, Stan. So it's a very hard job to do.
Checking in is Jackson Spurgeon. He comes in, packing it all off to Smith. Down low, getting it to Groover, who lays it up and in. 7-2 St. James lead as Thomas trying to dance up. Salem fell behind to St. James early in the game there. Came battled back, got to within 3 at the end, but just could not get it tied up. Now here's Thomas on top to Wofford. Wofford starts his drive, spins, turns to the paint, and he lost it. Then he tackles Tate Groover. Groover probably should be used to that from playing football.
Wofford just kind of had his head down right there, Stan, and Groover had the back pick, and then Wofford got the foul called on him.
First steal of the night comes at the hands of the St. James Tigers. Salem in a half-court defense. 4:25 to go. We are in the first quarter. 7-2 St. James Tigers. A 3 by Smith, 2 by Gleason, 2 by Groover. Salem only with a 2 by Wofford on a rebound. Trying to get away. Going inside Spurgeon. Down to Boone. Aiden backs it out. Back on top it goes to Spurgeon. All the way across. Smith trying to drive it down back to Boone. Boone to the paint, driving in, shot off the glass, it's good. Aiden Boone has really improved his game over last year. He's a much better player, and he's kind of one of the leaders here for St. James. With the ball, Thomas, 9-2 our score to Sapah, takes it right to the hole, lays it in. Gavin also a lot, I think, more confident in his drive, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he does best at just driving and going all the way to the basket.
And Smith comes in, but he's fouled underneath, trying to drive it between Wofford and Hallinar, and he'll draw the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot, too. Very close to a travel, but didn't quite get there before he was fouled. First free throws of the game belong to St. James, and Isaac Smith misses the first. Tyson Connors comes in for Wofford. 3:36 to go. We're in the first quarter. Next one is up and good by Smith, and it's a 10-2 or 10-4 St. James lead. Something I know the Tigers did not want to get in double digits behind in that first quarter. Here's Connors. Those are right into the hands of the St. James Tigers. Here they come back the other way. Gleason had his shot blocked, but he's going to draw the foul. Second steal by St. James. Third turnover by Salem. Tyson Connors trying to, in his attempt to save the ball, just threw it right in the middle where there was no Salem Tigers. Points off turnovers as that one misses on the free throw by Gleason. But you can see how easy it is. Caden, this is what happened at Williamsville. Tigers turned the ball over, and immediately Williamsville came down and scored.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, St. James is always known for speeding teams up,
right,
whether they play home or away.
Yeah.
So that's sometimes you're going to have to slow it down a little bit and then get across half court and try to make a good play.
Transition with them. Here comes Thomas trying to get it back to Gaps. He does beyond the three-point line. He backs up, trying to get away from Smith. Gaps left side pass to Connors. Tyson with that brace on his right knee that he injured last year. Give it to Thomas. Thomas to the paint. Stops, kicks it back to Sapah. Sapah spins, turns off the glass. It will not fall, but he draws the foul. That should be on Spurgeon. And it will be. Sapah on the line to shoot two. Free throw's good. Gavin much better from the free throw line this year. Struggled last year. Got hot a couple times, but more than likely about a 50% shooter for the season. That one misses. Comes down the hands of Boone. 11-5 our score with St. James on top. As Isaac Hendricks gets ready to come back in. Gleason has it over to Boone. Goes down the corner to Smith. Smith back to Boone. Now to Gleason beyond three on the right side. Trying to get away from Mr. Gaps. Instead goes on top of the key. Waiting for it there is Boone to Groover, back to Boone. Coach Ben Smith yelling out instructions. Had Aiden Boone looking back. He now gets it out in the center. Tiger insignia here at the Salem High School gym. Back to left side, it goes to Smith on that perimeter. Smith now trying to dance in. Goes back to Groover for the three. He's got it. Tate Groover hits that three. You talk about him getting hot, man. He can do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Gaps. Salem down by 9 here in the first quarter. 1:58 to go. Gaps to the paint, to the hole, trying to lay it up off the glass too hard. Ball tipped, brought down by Gleason the other way. Tigers have been unsuccessful in many shot tips already. Outside it comes to Smith. Trying to dance his way out. Goes over to Boone on the baseline. Cuts to the paint, to the hole. No good. Partially blocked there by Hallinar. Sapar brought it down, and here comes Gaps. 1.5 minutes to go. First quarter, 14-5, St. James. Gaps in front of the St. James bench on top of Connors. Connors trying to get a pick. Takes it to the hole himself, and has that shot blocked there by Boone, but Boone will draw the foul. Third team foul on St. James. And this will be Connors shooting 2. Tyson has really not gotten into the flow of the varsity game yet. They're suffering that injury last year, late in the year. He hits, 14-6 our score. Hallinar checks out, and Isaac Hedrick in. Hedrick known for that paw on his head. I think it looks great.
I think it looks great, Stan.
Next shot is good. Salem 3 of 4 from the stripe. Trailing by 7. Walking it up is Isaac Smith, son of Coach Ben Smith, handing it off to Tate Groover. On top, Gleason, left side pass to Boone, back to Smith in the corner. Bounce pass to Boone, underneath, reverse layup, good. Nicely done.
What a move.
Gaps to Thomas. Back to Gaps, trying to get away from Maiden Boone with under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Pass comes across to Tyson Connors. Had Sapal open on the baseline, didn't see him. Now gets it to Gavin. Gavin trying to drive in against Muir, had that ball stolen away. Another turnover by the Salem Tigers. Quickly down is Boone, he lays it up and in, points off turnovers. We talk about it. Right now, we have 5 against the Salem Tigers of the 4 turnovers. 5 points. Here's Connors the other way. 18-7, St. James on top. Goes in the corner out to Gaps. Gaps guarded there by Boone. Gets away from Muir. Stop, puts up a high 3. Pinballs out. Comes down in the hands of Groover. Groover the other way, off to Smith. 11 seconds to go. Smith stops in the paint. Little short jump shot, good. Isaac Smith came to a stop and then just kind of threw it over the shoulder. Long pass shot by Gaps, no good. And St. James came out and did what they wanted to do, got on top of the Salem Tigers quickly, and they lead after 1 quarter play, 20-7. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, 1 child, 1 big impact.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Aiden Boone and Isaac Smith leading the way for St. James with 6 points each in that first quarter. They lead at 20-7. Hey, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center. Dr. Ashley Cunningham is a vet who does not only livestock, but she also does your pets. So if you have an issue with your cat, your dog, or your cow, or your hog, get in touch with Dr. Ashley Cunningham. That all rhymed. You notice that? 573-729-4031, 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, proud to support your Salem Tigers. Lincoln Thomas brings it up. The Tigers of Salem in white trail it by 13 here early on. Sapon spins, turns, flips it up. It will not go, and it's brought under control by Tripp Jones. The other way, Boone has it. Boone stops, puts the shot up, and it's no good. Or it is good, I should say. Gaps flips it over to Thomas quickly into Connors. Down low to Hedrick. Hedrick underneath. Intended for Sapon. Went right past him. Tigers' 5th turnover this first half. St. James has 1. And they'll quickly make the move the other way as coming back in the game is Spurgeon for Muir. Salem License Office, 1104 South Main Street. Salem's a proud supporter of your Tigers. 573-729-8305 for all your licensing needs, be a trailer license or an ID. They can handle it at Salem License Office here in Salem. With the ball, Gleason right in front of the Salem bench. Now between the circles to Smith, who just walks it over to the right side. Now back to the middle. Hanging on to it, has separation. Gives it to Boone. Now here comes the weaving by St. James. Gleason starting to drive in. Spins, trying to get away from Connors. Out to Boone. Boone on top. Smith to the paint, to the hole. Kicks it outside to Groover for the 3, and it's good. Well documented and set up by St. James. It's the patented play they have, and they are very good at setting that up. Here comes Gaps. Gets double team. Quickly down to Thomas. Thomas all the way across to Connors for a 3. It's good. Tyson Connors. 15 points. St. James lead, though, as Groover goes back outside to Smith. Both these teams got a good chance to see each other last Wednesday. As Smith drives in, kicks it outside to Groover. Again, open for another 3. And guess what? It's good again. Tigers defense has just got to get a finger in his face, if nothing else, because right now he is wide open to shoot those 3s. Sometimes we talk about trying to shadow a guy, Caden, and sometimes you just really need to do it, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you always got to have one of these good shooters when you face them. So Jared Patterson knows what he's going to do, though, and they're going to have to make some adjustments.
We're down by 18 already in this contest. We're only in the second quarter. Here's Connors back to Gaps. It's going to be an uphill battle for the Salem Tigers in this one. Down low it goes to Sapon. He puts it off the glass. It will not fall. Salem can't buy a basket underneath. Connors takes it back to the hole. He missed it. And it's brought down underneath, and a foul on Sapon. So here when Salem gets the offensive board, they can't seem to get it to go. 5:29 to go in this first half. Second quarter tip-off or start was brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. In Salem, Willie Strader, your agent. Let him help you out. Farm Bureau Insurance. We're going to do it again by Tate Groover, and he hits 4 for 4 from the three-point line, and Coach Patterson calls timeout. With a score, St. James 31, Salem 10. Let's take a 30-second break and come right back. It's Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Thanks to our amazing sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Living the Dream Outdoor Properties of Salem, specialize in all types of outdoor properties. Rocking G Western Trading Post. Visit today for superior service and personalized attention. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
And welcome back. Salem High School Gymnasium. Denton County Farm Supply is proud to support your Salem Tigers with feed, fertilizers, mowers, weed eaters, anything you need for your home or your farm. Locally owned at 1716 Scenic Boulevard. Denton County Farm Supply proud to support your Salem Tigers. And Legends Auto at 500 West Scenic Boulevard in Salem, keeping your vehicle in good shape no matter what the season. Let them be helpful for you in keeping your vehicle safe for the upcoming holiday season, too. 573-729-2884. Drop by 500 West Scenic Boulevard. Legends Auto in Salem. At timeout brought to you by your friends at American Family Insurance. Your agent, Jonas Schaefer, in the Crossroads Shopping Center. 573-729-5165. Groover already has 14 points. Salem controlled him in the first half last week, but he's been going hog wild here in this first half here at Salem. Cunningham in the game, over to Connors. Connors beyond 3 in front of the St. James bench, over to Cunningham. Now to Gaps, from right to left we go. Gaps back to the middle of the floor, guarded there by Spurgeon. Top of the key, stops. Right side pass to Ryan Cunningham. Cunningham down low to Sapal. Sapal double team, trying to kick it out. Those are right in the hands of St. James. Back they come. Laying it up and in is Gleason, and a foul. Foul will be called on Thomas. That is his second. And to the line to try and add is Gleason to the 23-point lead. And he's got it. Salem shooting percentage right now, Caden, I would have to say about less than 20%. About 12 to 15%.
Yeah, they're having layups and they're just missing it. So they're going to have to do a big job, especially when they get it down low, Stan. They're going to have to kick out because they have 2 or 3 St. James defenders on them. So they're going to have to do that.
Wofford back in the game. Bounce pass to Gaps left side. Salem is 1 for 3 from the three-point line. Gaps takes a 3 himself. He hits that one, splashes it home. Quickly the other way. Here's Groover. Comes down. Short jumper. It's good. Foul is on the floor. They'll take the basket off the scoreboard. Foul on the floor before Groover got the shot off. Cunningham gets the foul, his first. Third team foul on Salem in this second quarter. Remember, at 5, the team starts shooting free throws, and there is no 1-and-1 anymore. It's all just bonus with 2 shots each. Otherwise, it's still a shooting foul, still 2 shots as well. Right now, with it, St. James slowing it down. Smith hanging on to it. 4 minutes to go halfway through this second quarter. It's been all St. James here in this game. They lead it by 21. Pass comes across to Boone. Beyond 3. His eye-arcing shot. It will not go. Brought down by Sapal. And back the other way. Here's Gaps. He almost won back court. Gets it over in the corner to Connors. Now to Cunningham for the 3. And it rims in. Salem trying to work their way back. 34-16. We got a lot of time left in this one. As Smith pulls it up, slows it down. Out near center court. Gaps comes out to give him a little bit of pressure. Tries the right side to Groover. Groover in between the circles to Owen Spurgeon. Underneath it goes to Muir. Banks it in with the left hand. Muir has filled out over the years. He used to be a skinny guy when he was a freshman, and now he's kind of their low post guy. 36-16 to score as Gaps gets it over to Wofford. Wofford bounce pass down. Connors double teamed, has to tie it up, and a possession arrow ball. Nope, they're going to call a foul. Wow, interesting call there. Foul's going to be on Owen Spurgeon. Really looked like he just tied up the ball from our angle.
Yeah, I thought he had 2 hands on it.
But the official's right there, and he was right there, and he made the call. Gaps inbounds it to Cunningham, all the way across the floor from right to left. He gaps in the left corner, the shot for 3. It's good. Salem down by 17 points with 2:40 to go in the half. 36-19. Smith fouled there by Gaps. 4th team foul for Salem. They'll be inbounded for the sideline. Quick Tanning More, 24-hour tanning, has a stand-up bed as well as other regular tanning beds at 4 and 5 North Main. Call them for more information, 573-453-8024. Quick Tanning More, proud to support your Salem Tigers. Here's Isaac Smith coming in, ball stolen away by the Salem Tigers, and that is their first steal of the game and only 2nd turnover by St. James. Here's Wofford, handing it off to Gaps. Gaps trying to drive in against Groover. Beyond 3, kicks it outside to Wofford. Wofford trying to set a pick back to Connors. Connors to the paint, outside right corner to Cunningham. Pulls up on the 12-footer, rimmed out. No good, into the hands of Smith it goes, and back he comes. Pass intended for Gleason over his head. And 2nd straight turnover for St. James. 2:04 to go in the half, 36-19. This is where Salem's got to take advantage of those turnovers. They may not be steals, but they are turnovers, and you definitely want to get points off turnovers, one way or another. Here comes Connors, stops beyond 3. Back to Gaps. Gaps hangs on to it. Out between the circles now in the
center court insignia, trying to drive right against Gleason on the baseline. And a blocking foul is going to be called, I believe, on Nick Gleason. Actually, they're going to call it on Isaac Smith. As he got around Gleason, they call it on a Smith reach-in. Gaps to inbound it. Somebody better get open quick. Ball tipped and tipped and tipped again. Stolen away by St. James. And foul's going to be called on Sapar. We talk about points off turnovers. 2 straight turnovers by St. James. Caden Salem got no points.
Yeah, it's hard to win a basketball game, especially when you force turnovers and then you can't get points off turnovers.
Right. To the line goes Boone. He's already got 8 points in this game, and he'll shoot 2. St. James 2 of 4. Misses that one. And misses that one. Bringing it down is Sapar. Off to Thomas. Thomas trying to drive in, spins, turns. Looks, trying to get away from Gleason, goes over to Sapar. 1:25 to go. Sapar standing right at the top of the edge to Cunningham for a 3. He's got that one. Salem now with 4 threes in this game. And down by 14. With the ball, it is Gleason, and a foul's going to be called, I believe, on Thomas. That would be his 3rd. And he's probably going to have to sit down. To the line is Gleason. He's 1 for 2, and he may, no, that one pinballed out. Ball had all the intention of going through the cylinder, but elected to play pinball and bounce out. Next one is good. With the ball right now, Connors over to Gaps with down to just over a minute left to go in the half. Pass back to Connors, left wing. Connors going to Gaps between the circles, trying to drive right, stops. Guarded there by Smith, comes to the paint, he's trying to get inside, and Smith will foul him. So for Smith, his 2nd foul. Salem will inbound it. Gaps trying to get outside. Fires it way out to Wofford. Wofford starts his drive in, takes it right to the hole, has that stripped away. And back comes St. James. All the way down, laying it up and in is Gleason. Never really got the shot off. Ball stripped out of his hand as he went up. And another steal for St. James. Here's Connors with 33 seconds to go. Back to Gaps, open for the 3. Takes it, and it is good. Gaps with 9 points. Salem still down by 14 with 20 seconds to go in this half. Moving it up is Spurgeon, giving it off to number 1. That's Tate Groover. We all should know his number by now. He'll give it off to Boone, down to 11 seconds left. St. James likes to score at the end of a half or a quarter. Let's see what they can do here. Boone trying to drive in, takes it to the hole, puts it up. And they're going to call a blocking foul because the Tigers moved to the side. They changed their angle instead of taking them straight on. And in doing so, they get the foul. You have to stay straight up. You cannot budge, you cannot angle, you cannot turn. And Sapar did angle his body just a little bit to avoid the contact. The free throw is missed by Boone. And that's a misconception, Kate. I think a lot of people think, well, he ran right over the guy. Well, if the guy moves, even flinches or just shifts his feet, it's not a charge.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what I did best when I played basketball, Stan. I took a charge, I set my feet, and I stayed right there, and I took the contact.
Yeah, and a long three-pointer at the half by Gaps. Just misses, hits the rim, and we've played 2 quarters and another 20-point quarter for the St. James Tigers. But the Salem Tigers respond with 18 of their own and trail it by 15 as we go to halftime, 40-25. But Kane, real quick, you can't argue with the amount of scoring done by St. James here early on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they forced turnovers, and they got the points off turnovers. And, take River. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, shot after shot, going in. So the Tigers are going to have to think at halftime, and Coach Jared Patterson knows what he wants to do, and he has some adjustments that he needs to make going into the second half.
Now, again, knows the adjustments, but making them against a transition team like St. James, that's not easy, is it?
No, it's always difficult, especially like when you see him when Gaps comes up the floor. I mean, they got two guys like coming up and trying to press him, so they're gonna have to slow it down a little bit. They gotta know what they're gonna do. So it's gonna be an interesting second half, but they should know what they should do.
40-25. Let's take a 3-minute break and come back with stats on that first half when we return. It's Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, where people matter.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these great sponsors include Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Fly & W Boutique, the City of Salem, Salem Farm Equipment, VIP Properties, as well as Quick Tan and more. Be sure to thank these sponsors the next time you see them. It's only because of them we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
It's officially home buying season and the market is heating up. Buying a home is a huge decision and where to get your home loan is just as important. Don't buy your home without checking into Riverways Federal Credit Union's great rates and service. Riverways is not for profit and has more ways to say yes, and you can apply in less than 5 minutes. Need a pre-approval to help seal the deal? We've got you covered. Get started at Riverways FCU today. Riverways Federal Credit Union, located in Rolla, Salem, and Cuba.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Don't wait any longer for great dental care. Four Rivers Community Health Center specializes in helping individuals and families with Medicaid insurance. Need help applying for Medicaid? We have community health workers and navigators to make the process easy. Even if it's been years since you last visited the dentist, we can help. Our comfortable office, compassionate team, and minimally invasive treatments will help you feel completely at ease. Four Rivers Community Health Center. Your community, your health.
And we welcome you back, and we are at halftime as, Cade, you might want to tell the people out there what they might be seeing if they were watching on the stream.
Yeah, they're announcing the our school's basketball team, boys basketball team. Stan.
There you go. The All-Stars, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So again, tip of our cap to all these youngsters who'll be future Tigers,
Yeah,
possibly one day. And so congratulations to them. We are at halftime. Want to thank our friends right here at the Salem Memorial Hospital, because over 600 local residents use that emergency room every month. With renewed stability, compassion, and a focus on quality care, Salem Memorial continues to earn your trust day after day. Offering outpatient services, swing bed recovery, and local career opportunities, healing happens here at the Salem Memorial Hospital, right here in Salem. Your hospital, your health, our community. Well, not exactly, I think, what the Salem Tigers wanted to see in that first half, Caden.
Yeah.
Your impression, St. James Tigers, your first chance to see them. We talk about a transition game, and we talk about a team that is very united in their goal, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, St. James is well coached, Stan, and that coach has been there for.
Ben's been around a while.
He's been around a while, Stan. So he knows what he's doing. I mean, he teaches these young players that it's gritty basketball, and it's so fun to watch them play. I mean, it was not when I was playing with Salem.
But it's not tonight either.
It's not tonight either. But they have a good group, Stan.
Yep.
And Tate Gruber leads them, but it's not just him. There's a lot of other guys that are stepping up. And
sure.
They're playing good basketball.
Sure, and it's like you say, it's not one leader on that team. There's a number of players, and how many seniors do they have?
They have about,
I think it's
six.
six.
I think it's six, Stan.
Yeah, 6 seniors. So, a lot of these guys will be leaving. We saw their JV team who beat our JV team 38-24, but our freshmen beat their freshmen 45-16. So there's going to be that transition as time goes on. That's the thing about high school basketball, and you had a chance to play some. You got injured last year. You were out for a few games. And then it's so hard to get back into it once the season starts, because you're only going to get a little bit of time here, a little bit of time there, because you can't really push it too hard, can you?
Yeah, absolutely. When I got hurt, it was frustrating, Stan. But once I came back, I realized I couldn't take anything for granted.
Yep.
And it's just when I played my last 3 games, I just decided to shoot the ball, and it worked. So being able to just play basketball, you got to play it hard, Stan.
Right.
You got to play it always hard. And so that was the biggest thing when I played.
And those last 3 games, you played with a little bit of reckless abandon, because this is it. This is all I have.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I have. So, and it worked for you.
It did.
And then you're thinking, why did I do that as a freshman?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I could have had 1,100 points in my career.
That's right.
All right, let's go over to scoring in this first half, and most of the scoring seemed to be done by St. James. Leading the way was Tate Gruber. Remember, he had 23 points against Salem last Wednesday. He has 15 tonight. 9 points for Aiden Bean. I think Boone, he finished with, 15 last week. And then 8 points for Nick Gleason, who only had a couple of points last week against Salem. Isaac Smith with 6, 2 for J.V. Muir, and that totals up to 40. And rebounding, there wasn't a lot of clean rebounds in this game. A lot of missed shots, but not a lot of clean rebounds. And only 6 for St. James. We had a lot of fouls coming off rebounds, but we never got the rebound. So anyway, Salem Tigers had 5 rebounds. Their leading scorer, Braden Gaps, with 9. 6 for Ryan Cunningham, 3 for Tyson Connors, 3 for Gavin Sapon, 2 for Eli Wofford. So 3-pointers raining down, 6 for Salem, 5 for St. James. But you just can't keep shooting threes. You got 15 points down. That's 5 possession with 3-pointers. You've got to control the other team. You've got to stop them from being able to score. 20 points in each quarter for St. James. They're on their way to 80. You're not going to win if they get 80 points.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard. It's 20 points. But Jared Patterson knows what he's going to do. They got to stop Tate Gruber. That's the biggest thing. But turnovers. They got to force more turnovers, and they got to score off those turnovers, Stan.
Well, speaking of the turnovers, only 3 for St. James in that first half. Salem Tigers had 7, and Salem Tigers scored no points off those St. James turnovers, which you pointed out. And Salem only had 1 steal. 1. That's not aggressive enough basketball when you're playing St. James, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a district opponent too, Stan.
Yeah.
So it's always crucial playing these games. You need to get that win to get that higher seed. So that's the biggest thing, and they got to play. They got to come out with more intent, Stan. I think that's what they lacked.
3 out of 4 from the free throw line with Salem. 5 out of 11 for St. James in that first half. Want to thank our friends at Living the Dream Outdoor Properties. Jenna Deason, your land specialist at farm, hunting, and recreational outdoor property sales, can help you find the right piece of property for you. Call Jenna, 573-247-0521. Or drop by and see him, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, right there on Highway 19 across from the courthouse. And Discount Bins at 1201 Scenic Rose Boulevard East. Remember, they have some incredible values down there, including today and tomorrow and Sunday, all the way up through Wednesday, where you can find some outstanding gift ideas for Christmas right there at Discount Bins. Give them a call, 573-543-2113. Remember, each and every single day at Discount Bins, they get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. That's the way I like it, cheaper. An incredible treasure trove waiting for you right here in Salem. at 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard East. And your friends at Jet Tire and Auto at 800 South Park Avenue are providing professional level service for tires and also for some off-road accessories and maybe even some custom wheels. They can do all that, Jet Tire and more. Remember, right now you can sign up for that great Christmas promotion from KSMO. You betcha. Check that out at Jet Tire and Auto, where you can win over $1,000 worth of good ideas and good Christmas gift ideas right there at Jet Tire. All you gotta do is sign up. What could be so easy, right? Check it out, Jet Tire and Auto. We are at halftime. Salem Tigers trail at 40-25. Let's take a 3-minute break and come back with the second half. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
For surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Town and Country Bank, one of America's best regional banks in 2025 as ranked by Newsweek. United Country Salem Realty, Hub's Tire Center, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Looking Glass Salon, and the Technology Junkyard. Thanks to these sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Hey, don't forget to stop by and see your friends at Rockin' G Western and Trading Post. They have your Western apparel, boots, and decor all on North Highway 19 at 3629 North Highway 19, 573-247-5000. Locally owned Rockin' G Western and Trading Post. And also by your friends at On the Spot Auto Glass. Check them out on Facebook. Remember, what they do is write in their name. They change out your auto glass on the spot. On the Spot Auto Glass. 573-247-3608. Third quarter brought to you as a courtesy of your friends, the start of it, that is. Brought to you as a courtesy of your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader, your agent. And, of course, Farm Bureau is located right here in Salem, 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, 573-7949-41. Let's get to the second half, and it's going to be St. James started out. With that ball at Smith across, it comes to Gleason to the point, to the hole, lays it up. It will not go. St. Paul grabs that in the ball, hauls it down, gets possession. Thomas to the middle of the floor, bounce pass to Wofford. See how aggressive Salem will be here. Wofford turns, spins, Gets by one man, flips it up in the air, but he walked with it. Turnover number 1 for the Salem Tigers. Wofford trying to do a little too much, Caden.
Yeah, with that one, you need a kick out.
Yep.
You know, I think there was a couple of St. James defenders right on him, and then he just tried to force it. That's what the Salem Tigers need to not do this second half.
Isaac Smith across over to Groover. Groover beyond 3, got Sapal all over him. Fires it kind of awkwardly, but Smith gets it down low, putting up and missing the shot was Muir. Brought down by Sapal. Back the other way comes Gapsch. Gapsch in front of Salem bench. Turns, spins, bounce pass inside to Wofford. Wofford trying to cut inside. He'll be fouled there by Nick Gleason. Salem seems to have come out with a little more spark here, Caden.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you need to do in the second half. You know, you're down 15. You just gotta have some fun with it. Let's go.
Pass comes out to Gaps near center court. Salem will reset. Pass inside to Sapal. Thought about taking it outside to the hole. Lays it in. Fake that pass out to Cunningham and made St. James bite. Here comes the other way. Groover all the way down. His shot trickles around, will not fall. And Sapal yanks it down. Back the other way. Thomas to the paint, to the top of the key. Pulls up. Bounce pass underneath. Intended for Sapal. Nicely taken away by Smith. And a foul's going to be called, though, on Salem. That was a nice steal by Smith. And a foul called on Cunningham, his second. Coming up the other way, Isaac Smith. He has been their quarterback tonight here for St. James against Salem. The other way to Gleason. Gleason top of the key to Muir. Right side pass to Groover. Underneath it goes to Boone. Shot off the glass. It's in. He's got 11. The lead back to 15. Gapsch against Boone. Hayden staying right with him. Gets to that timeline. He grits across. Has separation. Now over to Cunningham in front of the Salem Tiger bench. Quickly takes the 3. It's really short. But down the hands of Gleason the other way. Tended for Groover. Groover has that ball taken from him as the Tigers get their second steal. And then the pass tipped out of bounds by Boone from Cunningham. Tending that ball over for Gapsch. 42-27, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cunningham, right side pass, Gapsch. Gapsch guarded by Boone. Tries a long pass all the way across the floor to Thomas. Thomas over to Sapal. Thomas in the game with 3 fouls. Had that ball stripped away from him. Another steal by St. James, and Boone lays it up and in. 8 points off turnovers, Caden. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to win a basketball game when you have turnovers and then they score off the turnovers.
Right off them. And that's a steal and a turnover as well. So 2 points immediately, and then a foul called underneath the basket in the paint. I believe that's going to be on Gleason. I believe it's going to be on Gleason, but it could be on Groover. Either one. Both of them were holding, and they're going to give it to Groover, his second. Inbound pass to Sapal, guarded right there by Gleason. Goes right by him, by another. Flips it off the bottom of the rim, and it comes down the hands of Boone the other way to Smith. All the way down, his shot blocked there by Thomas, and that will be a foul. That would be Lincoln's 4th. Oh, they're not going to give it to Lincoln. I think they're going to give it to Wofford. Or they're going to give it to Gapsch. Well, I didn't really see Braden at that location on the reach in where I saw the foul call, but maybe from my angle, I'm looking at it different. Free throw is good by Smith. The foul on Gapsch, each team with 2 team fouls here in this third quarter. 18-point lead, and the free throw is no good, brought down by Sapal. Leading the charge, Cunningham. Cunningham into the offensive zone. Looking baseline, but nothing there as Thomas got cut off. Pass down to Wofford. He's trying to reverse layup, no good. It goes off his hands, out of bounds. Eli got up and let that ball go too soon, and then it was chipped out of bounds by Elijah trying to grab it back. That's another turnover for the Salem Tigers. They're 4th in this third quarter. Down by 18, 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Here comes Isaac Smith all the way down the middle of the floor. Bounce pass underneath and taken up and shot no good by Spurgeon, but he will be fouled to go to the line to shoot 2. So St. Paul gets foul number 4. 18-point lead. Free throw's no good. To the line waiting is Jackson Spurgeon. That free throw's good. 46-27 our score. Trying to drive in is Cunningham. Puts a shot up and hits from 10 feet out. 46-39, still 17-point separation. Smith has it, leading it off to Groover right in front of the St. James bench on top Boone. Left side pass to Gleason. Down low, there is Spurgeon. Lost the ball, taken away by the Salem Tigers. Here they come the other way. Trying to drive down and losing that ball is Thomas. Ball still loose on the floor. Still loose on the floor. Finally given down to Smith. Smith against Wofford. And Wofford will get the foul. And foul comes against Wofford. That will be number 3. And that timeout called by Coach Patterson of the Salem Tigers. 46-29. Salem Tigers trail St. James. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
And welcome back. Hotspot Tanning and Tuxes in the Crossroads Shopping Center, 1104 South Main Street, has 24-hour tanning available. They have red light therapy, and they have, for the guys out there, all your tux needs for those special occasions. Get in touch with them at 573-729-8699 or stop by the Hotspot Tanning and Tuxes, Crossroads Shopping Center, 1104 South Main Street. We're in the third quarter, 4:13 remains. Salem Tigers will be off Tuesday, and they'll be back in action Friday at Camdenton. Caden coming?
I'm coming.
Coming. He's coming. We're going to go to Camdenton, face the Lakers. Friday night, right here on KSMO, only on the radio. And we'll be streaming it audio only, again, on KSMO Media, but only an audio stream, no video stream with that. The layup, and I didn't catch who scored that, did you?
Takeover.
Sorry, looking down. Here comes Thomas. Kicks it outside to Ragsdale out on top. Gaps trying to spin his way through. Gets double teamed. Pushes off. No good. Finally gets that shot up. No good, but a foul called on the floor. Gaps was amongst trees down there and couldn't get elevated. And a foul's going to be called on Aiden Boone. That'll be a second. Inbound comes to Wofford, wanting to kick it outside, gets double teamed, goes to Cunningham. Cunningham beyond 3, over to Thomas. Thomas with 4 fouls, back to Cunningham between the circles. Drives down, kicks it outside to Ragsdale. Ragsdale back to Gaps. Backs down low to Cunningham. Back to Gaps. Gaps on the perimeter. Back into Cunningham. Quick 3 off the iron and a foul underneath. And Cunningham will get a chance to shoot 3 free throws. Foul, I believe, will be on Boone again. And it is. Cunningham to the line to shoot 3. He's got 8 points on the night. Gonna try and get in double figures, and that's a good start. He's got 9. Groover with 17 points leads this game, followed by Boone, who's got 13. And there's another one, now 10 for Ryan Cunningham. Gaps has 9, leads Salem. Ryan going to try and hit all 3. Salem down by 17. Still got a whole quarter and almost a half. Tigers of Salem trying to mount some pressure here, and that free throw no good. And that is taken down by Owen Spurgeon. That pass tip is right back in the hands of Jackson Spurgeon. Goes back out on top, waiting for it there. Owen, the shot from the corner way wide, and getting fouled there would be Groover. And Groover will go to the line as Ragsdale gets that foul. So Groover will shoot the free throws. Tate misses. How a guy can hit three-pointers so confidently, he missed from the free throw line. You know, sometimes you just sit there and wonder how that could be. Groover's next one, and this one also no good. Quickly, 2 in a row. This is kind of break the Salem Tigers' need to get back in the game. Groover's got 1 free throw left. And this one is also no good. He missed all 3. And Ragsdale has that rebound. Back the other way for the Salem Tigers. Thomas beyond the three-point line, trying to kick it down. That ball's tipped out of Groover off the hands of Cunningham. Another turnover by the Salem Tigers, and that is their 5th of this second half. 12 on the night for Salem. Not a terrible bad amount, Caden, but when they came into play, not timely fouls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pass guys on top. Now there's Jackson Spurgeon. Getting it over to Groover. Groover on top to Smith, to the paint, to the hole. Shot blocked. That's going to create a foul. And to the line to shoot 2 will be Smith. Smith 2 of 4 from the stripe. Foul, by the way, called on Gapsch, his 3rd. Tigers are starting to see fouls mount up a tad bit here. Wofford with 3, St. Paul with 4. Thomas with 3. Free throws good by Smith. Smith, 1 more shot at it here. And that free throw is good. 50-31. Our score here with St. James on top as Gapsch will bring up against token pressure by Gleason. Gets to the timeline. Looks to spin away. He does. To the paint, to the hole. Pushes off. No call. And the ball will not go down. They're going to call a charge on him. Gapsch called for the charge. I didn't see any official without below us here.
Yeah.
No. So they're going to call Gapsch on the charge, his 4th foul. And that's not good news for Salem Tigers. 2:35 to go. And why they're stopping the clock here. Now they start the clock. What are they doing here? They talk to the scorers, see if they're going to keep the clock going. I never saw that before. Here the other way, Gleason all the way down. Outside it goes Groover. To the paint, to the hole, backs up beyond 3, underneath the basket. Trying to get it inside, ball loose on the floor, giving it back to Groover. Baby hook off the iron, no good. Gets his own rebound. 1 more time, and it gets fouled. So Groover will go to the line to shoot 2 again. He's 0 for 3 in this half, 1 for 4 on the night. And that's going to be on Ragsdale, the foul is. A lot of fouls already called against Salem, and that free throw is good. (51-31). The next one is no good, but down by Ragsdale. Ragsdale kicks it outside to Thomas, now to Cunningham. Cunningham guarded there by Smith. Backs it out, looking for help, gives it to Ragsdale, top of the key. Bounce pass inside, tipped there by Wofford. Wofford can't get it down. Now Ragsdale brings it down, a foul called underneath. That ball bounced high in the air, and Ragsdale went up to get it. The foul called on St. James. And I believe that's going to be on Muir. They're going to call it on Owen Spurgeon. So Ragsdale go to the line to shoot 2. Free throw is no good. 2 out of 4 from the stripe. Salem Tigers are in this half. 5 out of 8, and that ball misses. Brought down by Smith and then taken there by Wofford. Wofford to the paint, to the hole. Shot missed, gets his own rebound and scores. 33 for Salem, 51 for St. James. A minute and a half to go third quarter. 18-point lead by the Tigers of St. James. Smith drives down, stops, wants to go back to Gruber. Gruber trying patiently to go down, had that shot blocked away by Cunningham, but they're going to call a foul. The thing I like about or admire about Tate Gruber is his ability to change directions quickly and yet maintain total control of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to love those players, Stan. I mean, they're big, key impact players on every team, especially like, you know, we got to have one on our team. I feel like that's Ryan Cunningham. So it's always good to have one.
Well, Gruber missed another free throw. So he's 1 for 4 in this third quarter. He's got one more coming. That one is good. He turned around and just about slapped himself in the head, and he missed that last one. Thinking, unbelievably, how could I miss another one? Here comes Thomas down for Salem. 1:10 to go. Over to Ragsdale. Chant cut in, goes back to Cunningham. He can't handle the pass. Turnover number 6 in this quarter. Salem had 7 in the first half and 6 here in this third quarter. Okay, we talked about it. Can't have those turnovers. Right now only 1 for St. James in this third quarter. Here they come all the way down, laying that ball up. No good. Brought down by Muir. Puts up the shot from the corner. Tate missed everything with it. That was kind of funny. They kick it back outside. Here comes Wofford. Wofford spins, goes back outside to Thomas. Gruber missed everything. Everybody had a good chuckle with it. Here's Wofford trying to get it out. He counts the bucket and he draws the foul, I believe, on Muir. Let's see what the official calls. Oh, they're going to call it on Gruber. Wow, that'll be his third. So the basket for Wofford. Count it. And the free throw is good. Tigers making a little chip. They're down by 16. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. A lot of time left. With the ball is Smith. Handing that ball off to Gleason. Gleason had the ball knocked away by Wofford. Wofford, will he slam it? Let's see what he does. Nope, he'll lay it in. Beautiful steal by Wofford, and he just took it all the way down. Points off turnover, there's 2. And Salem's within 14. 8 seconds left. Out high is Smith, looking for the pick. Smith underneath, intended for Gleason. He lays it in with 1 second left. What a nice play. Well done by St. James. And they lead it by 16 after 3 quarters of play, 54-38. We're going to come back in 1 minute as Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance.
The Bank of Salem was founded in 1883 on the principles of local ownership, a commitment to the people of our community, local decisions, and a conservative approach to banking. As one of the oldest locally owned banks in the Ozarks, we've had the privilege to serve generations of local families. We pride ourselves on dedication to our customers and the people of Dent County, and we take pride in being an important part of it for years to come. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's only... And welcome back for the for the fourth quarter. And don't forget, your friends over at Technology Junkyard have some incredible values waiting for you there on refurbished monitors and electronics that you can get. An ideal, great Christmas gifts. If you've not been over there, check it out. Technology Junkyard. Trust me, Chris does a tremendous job over there in putting those old electronics into great shape, and you will love the sound. 37228. Highway 72 North in Salem. Call 573-453-0418. Technology Junkyard. Backcourt goes the ball. Salem Tigers turn the ball over again. That's the 7th turnover in the second half. Careless turnovers, Caden.
Yeah, it hurts.
Careless. Trying to come back. And then And I know Lincoln's not trying to do that, but just can't do it when you're trailing by 16 in the fourth quarter. You need to have every possession. Bounce pass comes in to Smith. Salem will just basically have to shut down St. James here entirely in this fourth quarter. Defensively, pass comes out. With the ball is Smith. Isaac backs out beyond 3. Spins out near center court. Guarded there by Thomas. Goes over to Groover. Guarded there by Ragsdale. Gives it off to Aiden Boone. St. James looking to kill clock here. On top it goes to Smith. Lincoln Thomas all over him. Gets a little pick there from Gleason, but Smith wasn't ready for it with the ball. Now back to Gleason beyond the three-point line on the left wing. And now fouled inside on St. James. And it's going to be on Ragsdale. I thought he pointed the other way. Did he not point the other way? Didn't he point?
I thought he did.
They're going to call it on Ragsdale. Well, the official pointed the wrong way, gave all of us the wrong idea. Pass goes inside to Smith. Kicks it outside, waiting for their Gleason out of Boone. Boone to Smith, to the paint, to the hole, lays it up and in. Nicely done by Isaac Smith. He's got 11. 4 double-figure players for St. James in this one now. Gleason, Smith, Groover, and Boone. And that shot up and in by Braden Gapsch. He's got 12. Salem within 15, but time is going to become critical here. Smith drives it in. Underneath it goes. Muir lost the ball. Stolen there by Wofford. See if Salem can get some points off this turnover. Quickly the other way. Wofford outside the gap. Shot long three-way. Short. Possibly tipped there by Boone, but taken back by Wofford. Lays it up. No good. Battled for and brought down by Muir. And he's tied up by the Salem Tigers. Then they're going to call a foul on Ragsdale. That's a tough call there. And that will be his 4th. The Tigers got Sapal with 4. You got Ragsdale with 4. You got Gapsch with 4. Some of your key players. And you're down by 15. So hard to take a chance. With it is Smith to the paint, to the hole, kicks it outside to Groover for a 3. And it's off the iron. No good. Brought down by Sapal. That's a key play. No need to be shooting threes at this time of the game, but we'll take that opportunity. Here comes Mr. Thomas, handing it off to Gapsch. Braden turns, spins, looking underneath, nobody there. Across to Lincoln. Lincoln tosses, now takes the 3, rimmed out, no good. Tipped back to Gapsch at the free throw line to the paint, scoops it up, missed it, brought outside and tipped out of bounds by Wofford. And he looks at the official. And Coach Patterson will call timeout. 56-41, Salem on top. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
It's only because of our incredible sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. A couple of those sponsors include Discount Bins in Salem. Discount Bins has truckloads of new merchandise each week, and the prices drop every day until they're gone. Jet Tire and Auto, Salem's only licensed Lucas Oil Service Center. Drive in today at 800 South Park Avenue right here in Salem. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
And welcome back. Don't forget, I want to tell you our Lady Tigers, who are now 2-1 after their win over Plato, will take on St. Francis Borgia and the People's Bank Holiday Classic in Sullivan. That'll be Tuesday night. That'll be at 5:30. And then they'll play again on Thursday at 5:30 against Steelville, as those are pool play tournaments in Sullivan. Boys' next game will be Friday at Camdenton, and that'll be an audio-only game, radio at AM 1340 and FM 95.7, and audio streamed on KSMOmedia.com. Kate will be there again. He's just becoming kind of like part of the team. I'm loving it. It's great. By the way, that timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer. If you have questions about bundling or you want to find out about senior discounts or good driver discounts, call them 573-729-5165. 56-41. Salem Tigers need a lot of points here in this fourth quarter. Nice pass to Groover. He lays it in by Boone. Beautiful assist. Well done on that baseline. Here comes Thomas the other way. 58-41. Gaps back on top of the key. Trying to circle around that three-point perimeter, going back to Wofford. Wofford against Aiden Boone, and Boone's going to get a foul. That'll be his fourth. Sometimes I think some of these, Caden, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of like incidental contact there. That did not do anything to prohibit Wofford from moving in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially when you're playing defense, you get so close to him, and then you kind of touch him, and then the refs are like, oh, you touched him.
Yeah.
And they're just going to call a foul every time.
Gaps with a three-pointer go fall short. By the way, at the beginning of this fourth quarter, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Willie Strader. Remember, if you have questions about the right type of insurance, call Willie. And that number is 573-729-4941. As Boone takes it coast to coast, misses the layup, but he is fouled en route, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Aiden Boone 1 of 4 tonight from the stripe. He was much better the other night. Wofford gets his fourth foul, so I think Salem now with 4 guys with 4 fouls as Boone hits that one. He's got 14 on the night. $11 out of 20 from the free throw line before this quarter for St. James, and they're 1 for 2 here. Here comes Thomas the other way. Lincoln runs right into traffic, and then he's fouled. And that might be Boone, and he would be done. It is. Aiden's walking over. They're going to call it on Gleason. Wow. Aiden was sure it was on him. He was walking toward the bench. And that is the third foul on Gleason. Still an 18-point St. James lead. Here's Gaps the other way to the paint, to the hole, off the glass and in. Nicely done by Braden. He's got 14, but the Tigers still need quite a few possessions to get back in this one, and they have got to stop St. James. Pass the other way to Groover. Groover across to Boone, left side pass to Gleason. Gleason on the perimeter, guarded there by Connors, is back in the game. With the ball, Smith going up inside. Shot up and in by Spurgeon. Jackson Spurgeon now has 3. The lead back to 18. Can't trade baskets at this point, Caden.
Absolutely. St. James does a great job of, just getting rid of the clock. And then they just get around the Tiger defense, and they just go up for a layup with an easy point.
Ball stolen away by St. James, and Tigers trying to steal it back, and a foul on Sapal, and I believe that'll be it for him. And Sabah will foul out with 5 points and 6 rebounds tonight. One for 2 from the stripe tonight for Sapah, but he's done. Coming in is Wofford. He also has 4 fouls, so exactly 4 minutes left to go in this contest. Regulation in this contest. Right now, it is a 6-possession game for St. James with an 18-point lead. Boone inbounded. Boone bounce pass, getting it to Smith. Smith trying to drive in, tries to throw it in the corner to Groover. Groover gets it, puts up the 3 off the iron, and no good. And punched out of bounds by Cunningham. I'm not sure what Ryan was doing on that one. Nobody was there. Maybe he was fooled as the ball hit the rim. I'm not sure, but it looked awkward trying to bring that down and knocked it out of bounds. That's another Tiger turnover. Ball goes in the corner, driving in and walking with the ball actually was Smith, but a foul is going to be called on Wofford, and he'll be done. So he is going to foul out of the game with 3:44. He finishes with 9 points. The Tiger bench will be coming into play here. Ragsdale Gaps also with 4 fouls. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Spurgeon. He is 1 for 2 for the night, and now one's short. Well, St. James now with 24 free throw attempts compared to Salem, who has 8. Caden, when you see guys shooting free throws like that, it's the aggressiveness of St. James that's drawing those fouls, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They're a quick team, Stan, as we said it in the beginning. And they push, and then they get fouls, and then they go to the free throw line very quickly.
Cunningham missed his 3. Now another 3 by Gaps. That one's no good. Tigers just shooting up threes now, trying to get back in it, but they're down by 19 with 3:24 to go. Out is Smith, fires that in the corner to Groover. Groover all the way down, lays it up, missed it, and it's brought under control by Hallinar. Back the other way, Gaps over to Thomas. Thomas to the paint, to the hole, trying to dance in, spins, turns off the, gets a little lofting left-handed shot up, but it's good. Matter of fact, that's Lincoln's first points of the game. 62-45. He's been held down a lot this year. Not taking as many shots, though. Quickly the other way. Smith runs into Thomas, who steals it, takes it down, lays it up, missed it. Ball tipped, comes off of Hallinar out of bounds. It belongs to St. James. The Tigers get their 6th steal from St. James, but unfortunately for the Salem Tigers, they can't do anything with it. 62-45, timeout called by Coach Patterson as the Salem Tigers do trail it by 17. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Jonah Schaefer at 573-729. And if you're going to go in a Crossroads Shopping Center, you'll find this number waiting for you right there. And you can always get it from him, 5165. And he'll be more than happy to help you out. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
From our yard into your home. At Can Oak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Can Oak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
Salem will be at Camdenton next Friday night. So hope you can make it out there and support the Tigers against the Lakers. But if you can't, we have it here on KSMO Media. All right, 2:44 left in regulation. Right now, 17-point lead for the Red Tigers. With the ball, Boone. He's got 4 fouls. Giving it off to Smith. Isaac Smith, bounce pass to Boone, backdoor, nicely done to Gleason. Very nicely done. Got to know where everybody is on that play, and you can tell that's a rehearsed play. Coming the other way, Alton May, getting his first varsity action this year. Alton right down the middle of the floor, stops, kicks it outside. Intended for Ragsdale, but picked up by Hallinar, and his jumper's good. 64-47, 2:05 to go. In regulation, Groover brings it down. Kind of surprised he's still in the game, Caden, with this kind of lead. Giving it off to Boone. Boone trying to get away from May. Flips in the middle of the floor, getting it there. Smith kicks it outside to Gleason beyond the three-point line in the left corner. He's tied up by Ragsdale, and a timeout called by Coach Ben Smith. 1:45 to go regulation, 64-47, St. James on top. Back in 30 seconds, the timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Jonah Schaefer. Remember, save money with the right types of insurance, and don't forget to check out your real estate. Make sure you got everything covered for your home, and it really is a good time to do that before the holidays. Talk to Jonah if you got questions at the Crossroads Shopping Center. Back in 30 seconds, Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
And welcome back to the Salem High School Gymnasium. Don't forget on the radio side, those who are tuning in, you'll get a chance to hear the Blues and the Blackhawks on a delayed basis. That'll be coming up here on KSMO Radio, AM 1340, FM 95.7. Right now, though, St. James with the lead. 64-47 with 1:45 to go. Aiden Boone to inbound. A lot of fouls in this one by both teams. Bounce pass comes into Groover, and Groover will kind of walk with the ball. I was going to say, how long are they going to let him walk? Turnover. That's turnover number 8 for St. James here. But most of them have been forced turnovers, as Thomas has it on top to Gaps. Gaps takes an NBA three, trying to bank it in. It won't go. And it's taken there by Gleason. But he turns it right over to May, and then Hallinar's fouled there by Smith. So another turnover by St. James, another steal for the Salem Tigers. And it'll put Hallinar at the line to shoot 2. Salem down by 17. These teams are not scheduled to meet again, but they could in the St. James tournament. And then, Kate, as we all know, they could again in district play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next one by Hallinar, also good. He's got 4 on the night. Brings it back to a 15-point deficit with 1:26 to go. Boone, they have to call a timeout, as Salem right there kind of covered every inbound opportunity. And with 1:26 to go, another timeout by Coach Ben Smith. 64-49. The timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonah Schaefer in the Crossroads Shopping Center. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
Welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium. Stan Stevens, Caden Moody. Bringing you Tiger basketball, not the way the Salem Tigers had hoped to have their home opener. St. James came out with a ball of fire and led 20-7 after first quarter, and Salem's been looking up ever since. The inbound comes in, and taking it down is Smith. With 1:23 to go, Smith comes up the floor. He's fouled by Thomas. That'll be his 4th. And that will put at the line Isaac Smith. That's Ben Smith's kid, coach. He's 4 of 6 from the stripe tonight and makes that one. That one is no good, brought down by Hallinar. Back the other way, quickly Alton May in the right corner. Alton trying to get away from Groover, goes down to Hallinar, but it goes off his hands. And a steal there by St. James. Turnover number 10 for the Salem Tigers the second half. The other way, Groover. Down to a minute left to go. Gives in the middle to Ford to Smith to the paint. And foul call, I believe, on Ragsdale. That would eliminate him from the game if that is the case. Another Salem Tiger who has fouled out with 58 seconds to go. 3 Tigers on the bench. And to the line will go Smith. Dan and Barry will get a chance to come in. So again, Smith to the line to shoot 2. Gets that first one. This will be 8 free throws in this quarter. They're going to end up with at least 28 free throws in this game. That's a lot of free throws.
That's a lot of free throws.
Salem Tigers will end up with more than likely about 10, maybe 12 if they get another opportunity. And Smith hits them both. He's got 14 points on the night. Down the corner, here comes Thomas to the paint. 10-footer, no good. Brought down by Smith, spins away. All the way down the floor, 3-on-1 to Groover, and Groover gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. Alton's May, I believe, with that foul. 42 seconds to go. Ooh, they call it on Gaps, and he's going to foul out. I really thought May was the one that made the contact. But Gaps is done. He finishes with 14 points. And Groover. So Gaps finishes with 14, and he's done. And that free throw is missed by Groover. He has struggled from the line tonight, comparatively. 3 of 7 right now. He's usually about 80% shooter from the line. He does have 21 points, and he makes that one 22. He'll check out a game. We get to see some other guys starting to make their presence as Thomas will bring it up. Thomas juggles it a little bit, goes to Hellenar. Hellenar to the paint off the glass. No good. Tipped out of bounds, I believe, there by number 11, Weston Ridenauer. So the regulars, the starters, are out of the game. Inbound comes in the corner to Cunningham. Underneath the Barry, that shot will not go. Has control there by Owen Spurgeon. Down to 22 seconds left. Spurgeon getting it off to Ridenauer. Goes down into the corner. Waiting for it there is Gage Martin. Martin looking inside, tied up by Cunningham. Going back to Ridenauer. 9 seconds left. Back to Martin, back to Ridenauer, to the middle of the floor. Flipping it over there, number 12, Owen Spurgeon. He'll just stand there and let it go. 68-49, St. James wins it. Salem falls to 3-3 on the year. And they'll be at Camdenton next Friday night to take on the Lakers. Salem now with 2 losses in a row. We'll have to try and get some answers here as they take on a very good Camdenton team. That'll be next Friday, and we'll have that right here on KSMO Media. Again, our final score, 68-49. St. James on top. Take 3-minute break and come back. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Thanks to our amazing sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Living the Dream Outdoor Properties of Salem, specialize in all types of outdoor properties. Rocking G Western Trading Post, Visit today for superior service and personalized attention. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
And welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium. It was St. James again beating the Salem Tigers. This time with a little bit more distance in between, 68-49. 19-point win for St. James. Caden, pretty much from the get-go, St. James outplayed Salem.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think St. James played one of the better games that they've played. And, Salem, they kind of got shelled quickly. They had turnovers, and then St. James, they made points off the turnovers.
Yep.
So, and I mean, it kept led on through the game, and then St. James with a big win.
Salem missed some close-in shots early on and couldn't get the putbacks. And when that happens, and then all of a sudden they come down and Tate Groover gets hot. And the next thing you know, you've got this big separation, 20 points scored in the first two quarters for St. James to 40 points at halftime. You get on that kind of pace, it's hard to compete. You got to stay right with them. And unfortunately, Salem only got 7 points in that first quarter, really put them behind the eight ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Takeover, he had a pretty good game, and what Salem did is, they got it down low, and then they had three St. James defenders surrounded them. And what I wanted to see them do is I wanted to see them kick it out. They missed a lot of inside shots that there were a couple guys that were guarding them. So what I want to see them do against Camdenton when they play them, I want to see them kick out more.
And hopefully they can recognize that and find the guys. And the guys got to get in position, though, that they can see them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when they get in there. So it's not just automatically knowing you got to throw it in my right corner or my left corner, and somebody's going to be there. They may not be there. And that's one thing that, the more you play as a team, you know if a guy's going to be there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, leading the way was Tate Groover. That just seems so unusual. But for St. James, 22 points tonight. He was followed by Aiden Boone and Isaac Smith, each with 14 and 12 for Nick Gleason. So their top four guys really led the way for St. James tonight. Jackson Spurgeon had a couple of points for J.V. Moore. He really didn't have much of an impact on this game. And in the past years, he has had more of an impact, but not too much tonight. I know he's been fighting a little bit of an injury, but he really didn't play all that much tonight. I really didn't see him in there that much. So maybe he's still nursing that injury. Rebounding leader, 3 each for Groover, Gleason, and Smith. 2 for Boone, 2 for Spurgeon, 2 for Muir, and 1 for Jackson Spurgeon. Only 16 on the night for St. James. They were 17 of 30 from the free throw line. They had a total of 10 steals and 16 turnovers, and the Salem Tigers had 17 turnovers and 7 steals. Some of these turnovers by St. James in the fourth quarter when the game pretty much was already out of reach. And again, after those turnovers, Salem unofficially now, I think only had 6 points off turnovers for St. James total in the game. You got 16 turnovers, only 6 points.
Yeah, it's hard to win a basketball game. As I'm seeing here, St. James had 16 turnovers, Salem had 17. The biggest thing was St. James, they took points off the turnovers, and that's what Salem didn't do.
Yeah, I believe they have 14, at least 14 for St. James, especially their early turnovers, which were steals, were lay-in baskets, and that is what, again, the Salem Proms had a problem with that with the Waynesville Tigers as well on Tuesday night. So these instant points, I kind of call them instant points because once that steal is made, you got a turnover, and they got a steal, and they're scoring right off it. Man, it just kind of keeps making that hole deeper and deeper and deeper to try and dig your way back out.
Yeah, absolutely.
14 points for Braden Gaps to lead the way for Salem, 10 for Ryan Cunningham, and 9 points for Eli Wofford. Only 5 points for Gavin Sapon in the game, 4 for Ryan Hallinar, and 3 for Tyson Connors for the Salem Tigers in the contest. Salem shot a lot of threes in that second half, made one. I'm sorry, Braden Gaps did make one. So we did have 1 3-pointer in the second half, but Salem Tigers had 5 of them in the first half, 1 in the second. So you're not going to get back in the game when you keep shooting them and you can't make them. and then all of a sudden your shooting percentage just tanks. 4 Tigers of Salem fouled out Braden Gaps with 42 seconds left. Hayden Ragsdale with 58 seconds left. Eli Wofford with 3:48 left. And Gavin Sapo with exactly 4 minutes left in the game. So the Salem Tigers fall to 3-3. I believe St. James now is 4-1. I say I believe. I believe that's correct. And earlier tonight, the JV lost 38-24. And also the freshmen for the Salem Tigers, though they did win their game 45-16. Boys' next game will be on Friday next week at Camdenton. I believe, let me see if I have that scheduled start time. I believe I do. And at Camdenton next week, it'll be 7 o'clock for the varsity, 5:30 for the JV. We'll be there to bring you the varsity contest here on KSMO Media. And also, don't forget our Lady Tigers. They will be at Sullivan, and they will be taking on the St. Francis Borgia Lady Knights Tuesday night, 5:30. And then also they'll take on Steelville Thursday night, 5:30 in that Pool A play in the Holiday Classic at Sullivan. We hope all of you enjoyed the contest. Our final score again, St. James 68, Salem Tigers 49. We hope you enjoyed that contest. Blues hockey on the radio side coming your way next. For Caden Moody, my name is Stan Stevens. For Sally back at the station and for Ben doing the video controls, we hope you enjoyed the contest as St. James wins it 68-49. Have a great weekend and good night from the high school gym.
Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game wouldn't be possible without these incredible sponsors. Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town & Country Insurance, City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Can Oak Lumber, Salem Truss Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flying W Boutique, Four Rivers, American Family Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more, Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, The Hot Spot Tanning and Tuxedos, and Discount Bins. Thank you for watching tonight's game right here on KSMO Media.